You guys asked for this, so I'm gonna do it because I'd much rather make this video than make another video talking about us losing twice in a row. In two not so good games. So here's the video you guys asked for. What's up, y'all? What's happening, you guys? It's your boy CK, 2K. Don't mind my open clock. Okay, this is gonna be quick. So the video you guys are about to watch was scheduled to be the video for Friday, but because of last night's terrible game, I'm not gonna do a video reviewing last night's game because there's no point of it. So I decided to move this video to right now so you guys can watch this. And especially after a loss like that, I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about everything that's mentioned in this video in the comments below. It was shot right after our last game against Orlando, so I make some references towards those two games, so forgive me on that. But I did want to briefly talk about just a few things from last night's game, and that is the starting lineup. We changed up the starting lineup. We moved Moutier and Knox into the starting lineup, bumping Ntilikina and Damian Dotson out of the starting lineup. Thoughts on that? Like I said on Twitter, I am okay with the Knox move. I like Dotson coming off the bench, even though he's continuing to slump just like Frankie is, but he continues to slump a little bit more coming off the bench. He didn't really do too much, but Knox is continuing to play well. You know, he dropped 17 against Orlando, dropped 15 last night against the Thunder. He's getting his legs together, you know what I'm saying? He's shooting in motions, and he's looking good. He's being aggressive, and as well as Moutier. Moutier looked good, but I can't have him start. I think we need the defense to start. We need Frank Ntilikina out there. I mean, outside of his shot not hitting, Frank Ntilikina is still looking good on everything else. He's making some great passes. Unfortunately, the players weren't making the shots. I don't feel like Frank should be out of the lineup. I feel like maybe the Damian Dotson sit. Let's be real, you know, as great as Damian Dotson started the season off, the lineup we all wanted was Frank Ntilikina, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kevin Knox, fill in the blank because KB's not in, and Mitchell Robinson. So I like that lineup. You know, keep Moutier coming off the bench, and let's start up Frank Ntilikina. That's my personal opinion on that, but let me know in the comments below how you feel about that. Now let me get into this video. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. All right, so back to y'all scheduled program. What's good, CK crew? It's your boy CK2K here, and welcome back to another video. Yes, we are coming off of a weekend of back-to-back games, and both games sucked back-to-back. So instead of doing a normal rundown talking about the two losses and how we did this and how we looked good and there was a moral victory on blah 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 blah, because neither game was. I mean, we got manhandled by the Raptors, who are one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in the league right now, and then we got morally crushed by the Orlando Magic. But we can comment on one thing. Now, the Knicks unleashed their new city uniforms last night against the Orlando Magic in their new city looking, you know, they got the little city things coming over here. They look dope. People are back and forth with how they feel about them. I like them. I'm a fan of them, even though everybody's already calling them cursed because we suffered one of our worst losses of the season. Look, I will never curse a jersey, okay? Hashtag bring back the orange unis, okay? Bring them back. But the point of the matter is we lost back-to-back games against Toronto and against Orlando. None of them were in good fashion, and I'm not gonna sit here and talk about what went wrong and what went right, because come on. But now when we get to this point of season where we start losing so many games so early, the point of conversation tanking and us looking for the draft and blah blah blah, and that is what I'm going to talk about here in this video. Now, the quotes I'm seeing, the hashtags I'm seeing are tank for Zion. There's so many things wrong with that hashtag, okay? First and foremost, I'm gonna openly admit that I am an RJ guy, and then I'm a Cam guy. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like those two will fit our roster a lot better than what Zion could do. Zion will probably be a great player, and yes, you can draft for talent, but at the same time, to fit our future, to fit what we're trying to do in the long run, and barring that we hopefully land a Kevin Durant, even if we don't land a Kevin Durant, I just feel like RJ or Cam fit our system better. But pump the brakes a little bit, okay? Y'all realize that to have a Zion Williamson or even a RJ Barrett, we got to be top 3 in the NBA draft. Now I know you guys are there looking at me like, yo, CK, we suck, man. It's time to bust out the tank, man. We can get there, no problem. Okay, let's be realistic here for a second, okay? We may be bad, but we're not that bad anymore.
Boy, if you don't.
And when I say that, I'm not trying to say that, you know, we're the great team. I don't want to talk about us being bad, but we're bad, but we're not that bad. Here, let's look at the let's look at the standings together, shall we? And here's the main thing, like, I don't even understand why I just went to describing all this for you guys. The main thing is with the new rules that they changed for the lottery, why bother to suck? Why not try to win? And why not play to win? Even though we know we're not going to be one of those teams that's going to win, you know, 38 games, 40 games this season. I mean, I predicted us having 33 wins to 35 wins. Realistically, right now, we can still do that, but I think we're closer to that 30 to 32 range. I'm not yet ready to give us the 25 to 28, which is what a lot of people think we're gonna do. A lot of people thought we wouldn't even get 23, which is what we're looking like right now. But I stand by believing in us. We still don't know when KP's coming back, and that's a conversation I'm not gonna get into. That whole KP, David Fitz, I'm not talking about that. Y'all can go ahead and talk about that in the comments below. I'll probably respond to you guys, but I'm not talking about that right now. Not talking about it. So after debunking my own argument, the point of the matter still lies with us have the tank, okay? The word tank. We don't have to tank. There's no point in us tanking. Tanking does not do anything for us, okay? Even if we wanted to tank, like I said, there are teams worse than us. I've already named 3 teams that are at least worse than us. So even if it was old-fashioned rules, we'd be lucky to land at the 4 or 5 spot in the lottery. I feel like we are once again between that 7 through 9 spot in the lottery once again. And that's just the reality of the situation. You guys can sit there and tank for Zion and all that stuff. It's not going to happen. Now, mind you, with the new rules, I'm not entirely sure exactly how it works, which is where all of my beautiful commenters will help me out and cuss me out and let me know that I'm wrong about something. But for the most part, I do know that once you are in those once you're in that lottery, everyone has a fair odd of getting that first pick. And maybe with the luck of the draw, we can get the top 3. But the point of the matter is, tanking doesn't do anything for us in the long run. All tanking does is teaches our young guys how to lose. We need to get into the mindset of winning or of competing. And that is what I'm appreciating about Fizdale. Is Fizdale perfect in his first month of the NBA? No, he's not. We've learned that he doesn't really have an offensive set. He's inconsistent when it comes to pushing pace and schemes and stuff like that. Like, I get that, but at the same time, you got to give him credit for having the youngest roster in the NBA. So there's give and take, and it's his first year with the team. So long story short, the man is still the best coach that we've had in a long time as far as bringing the team together and as far as building a sort of a culture with this team. Still, regardless of what is going on right now, we play these teams, we compete against these teams outside of Orlando and Miami, and these guys, these vets, these other players that are playing against us, that are learning the names of Alonzo Trier, they're learning the names of Mitchell Robinson, they're learning the names of Kevin Knox, they're learning the names of Frank Ntilikina. I mean, these point guards are hating Frank Ntilikina because he's locking them up. Look at Kyle Lowry, look at Trae Young, look at all these point guards that he's playing against. He's locking them up, and they're having, if not their worst night, one of their worst nights of the season against Frank Ntilikina. They're learning about our team, they're learning about our players, and they're realizing that there's a culture and there's something being built here. That's what's more important to me than losing games. We will lose games. We're going to lose games. Our team is not built to win right now. Our team is not built to be a playoff contender right now. We're going to lose games, but tanking is not the option. Here are my main points for real. Here are the real points I'm trying to make here. A, RJ Barrett is a better fit. Cam Reddish to me is also a better fit for us than a Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson, if we have the #1 overall pick, I will not be against us getting Zion Williamson. I am just personally saying by scheme and by what we have and by what his skill set is, because Zion Williamson is great, but RJ Barrett is the best player on that team for a reason, okay? And I just feel like we slot him, we have better potential with him. That's all I'm saying. You guys can comment and argue about Zion. I'm team RJ. It's that plain and simple. And B, There's no point in tanking. Tanking is overrated, and people who want to tank, it's time to stop. There's no more tanking. The Knicks will not be tanking this season. We will compete game in, game out. We all know that regardless of who you are, there's going to be nights like Orlando and like Miami. That just happens. It's just the NBA. We're not going to be shooting great percentages every night of the season. We're going to have Orlando, and we're going to have that Miami game. All right? Now, I needed this video to vent and get my frustrations out because I've been seeing all this tanking crap and all this crap about us just needing to start losing without y'all realizing that it doesn't matter what we do as long as we're in the lottery. We all have the same odds to get the damn top pick. But again, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below from my people that know all that good stuff. Please enlighten me. I love to learn, but from what I've learned from the changes, that's the way it's going to be this year's draft. But of course, update me. Now let's get to y'all favorite part, and that's the comments of the video. Roll the thing. All right, real quick, I need to know who knows what that's from. The little page turn I do and the sound effect, this one, what's that from? I'm challenging you right now, comment section below. Whoever I see first, like you might not have been the first one to put it, but whoever I see first, I'm pinning your comment, and I don't know. I'll figure something out later, but you'll be special for the day. I don't know. Let's get to the comment of the video. Claw 247 says, yo, I gotta thank you for what you're doing. I work a graveyard shift, so I usually miss the games, but I always check up on you in the morning for the recap. Yo, Claw, I appreciate you. Like the fact that you use me as your source to catch up on what happened in the Knicks, that means a lot to me. I'm sorry if I disappoint you on this video. Here's a quick update. Toronto Raptors destroyed us, and the Orlando Magic kicked us in the throat. But Claw, much love, man. Harrison Newberry says, what do you think the cap is for Alonzo Trier? I've been talking about this very frequently with a lot of people, and I think his cap is sky high, man. Not only are we seeing his isolation offense being so godly, his defense is heavily underrated. He has the potential to be a great two-way player in this league. We've seen the chase downs. We've seen the, in key moment, lockdown defensive stops out of him. I love what Trier can be. I think his cap is high. I don't really have a comparison just yet. We're hearing the Starks comparisons. We're hearing all kinds of comparisons. I don't necessarily have one yet. I want to say Bradley Beal, but I don't want to liken him to Bradley Beal right now. But when I figure out one, I'll get back to you guys. But Trier's cap is high. GMS, my man said, Moutier is the GOAT. Hashtag Knicks win. That's right. Just had to read it because the people need to know. Moutier out here putting up some numbers. All right, let him live. Andre Pangrego says, it's looking like Moutier is going to be our one. The ball just moves well when he's on the court. His decisions when he drives can be questionable, but he makes it up with his aggressiveness. Correct. I think one of the biggest flaws of him still is he sometimes forgets when you're near the rim, you should shoot. He looks more to pass, which is fine, but there's sometimes where he makes a decision way too late and it looks ugly and it doesn't work out. But for the most part, Moutier has been our best ball mover. Frank Ntilikina is in a little bit of a funk right now. I don't know if it means that Fizz is gonna have to bench him. I still love what he's doing defensively. He's just in some sort of funk right now. And when the ball movement stops, he's not very effective. A la Tim Hardaway Jr. But when the ball movement stops, Frank Ntilikina doesn't seem to be as effective, and that's what's been happening for us in the last few games. He's gonna get out of it. He's still learning. Let's not forget the kid's only 20 years old. I know a lot of people are still going crazy about Frankie, but I like Emmanuel Moutier, but I wouldn't put him as our number one option just yet. Shout out to the people in the comments. Keep commenting below. I'm going to do a full video on just responding to you guys here coming up in a little bit. But for right now, I love hitting these few comments for the end of the video. This week's hashtag that I want to see in the comment section is hashtag stop the tank. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are gonna die to put something like that, but we need to stop the tank talk. Okay, hashtag stop the tank. Say what you need to say. Use the hashtag and let me know you made it to the end of the video. Y'all are the real ones. Follow me on my socials. Hit the subscribe button. Much love to you guys. Catch you in the next one. Let's get it.